This is Brian Gari, who has been on like a past 4 or 5 New Year's shows. And he is a songwriter. He's a musician. How else would you like to be introduced, Brian?
Heterosexual.
Oh, okay. And believe me, I tried to turn him, ladies. He's not, I don't know what the hell that means. Heterosexual, and you are Eddie Cantor's, because we have to say this, Eddie Cantor's.
Well, do you know?
It's been so long since I've introduced you that way. I think it's grandson, am I correct?
You are correct. You're going to win.
The one, the only Eddie Cantor's grandson. I mean, maybe the major entertainer of that era, along with maybe Al Jolson. This is his grandson. It's Brian Gari. How are you, Brian?
I'm fine. It's great to talk to you again, even though it's once a year.
I know. Well, we don't always do callings. We don't always have the opportunity to do a show like this, but we've been having people call in and say hi and tell about their year. So how was your year, Brian?
Let's see. This year, I think it's been pretty good, except the loss of my mother-in-law this year.
Sorry.
I think that everything else has been pretty good because I have an album out, which I'm still hoping you'll get, called Jeanne's Album.
Jeanne's Album. Tell us about Jeanne's Album, please.
Well, it's on Amazon. It's an album that comes with a booklet of lyrics and everything, and it's an album I dedicate to my wife, and I wrote all the songs in it over the past 10 years.
Wow.
And very proud of it. It's gotten wonderful rave reviews on Amazon, and I'm thrilled to have worked on it. I wrote all these songs and helped to arrange and produce them with a guy named Peter Milrose, and we're working on on another one right now.
How would you describe the kind of music that it is? What kind of radio station would normally play Jeanne's album?
Well, it's pretty much a mixture of top 40 and pop. Sometimes people call it sunshine pop. It's just pop music. It's a la Beach Boys, Art Garfunkel, Stephen Bishop, Rupert Holmes, that kind of stuff.
It sounds pretty great. So people, again, it's Jeanne's Album by Brian Gari, Gari, Brian Gari, and it's available on Amazon and all the others. Is it on Spotify? Is it also streamable kind of thing?
I don't think so. I wanted people to get this album as a CD because it's got the booklet of lyrics included, and you don't get that when you do streaming. That's just simply, downloading or streaming, and it's not been the way I wanted to do things, although I may have to give into it pretty soon because that's the way a lot of people want to hear it. But to me, getting an actual CD and holding it in your hand and looking at the cover and the back cover and the inside photos, and I did all that. And in fact, I did it with the new album that's coming out this week. There's a new album called Names, Volume 1.
Oh.
And it'll premiere this week. Hopefully it'll be on Amazon by the end of the week, if all goes well. It's a whole album I did where I realized over the past 40 years or so, I've written songs about people and used their names in the songs. And, the titles all have people's names in them. And I thought, there's enough good songs here for me to do a complete album. And then I realized I had enough for 2 albums. So I called this one Names Volume 1, and I'm already working on Names Volume 2.
Well, whoa! Well, congratulations on that. It's interesting. You opened with an album you released about a couple of years ago, but now you got an album coming out next week. Let's talk about that one too. My gosh.
Well, actually, Jeanne's album was this year.
It was also this. Okay, cool.
This year, and the reviews have been so unanimously good that I thought, well, I obviously have a place in music here, and I should do more recording. So my goal has been to do 1 album per year, and it does take a long time to do. I mean, this is Jeanne's album took an entire year, and it came out at the beginning of this past year in 2018, and 2019 actually. And now this new album, Names Volume 1, will come out in the beginning of 2020. And as I say, I'm already working on one for 2021.
Good Lord. Now, do you record in a home studio? Do you go out to a real big recording studio and all that sort of thing?
I can't say it's a big recording studio, but I do go out to record. I go to Peter Milrose has a studio called Milrose music in Union Square, and I record there, and I do about 6 hours a week, every single week of the year. And I've had some, health issues this year. I had a knee operation, which was because I had a torn meniscus. Believe it or not, I think it was because I went for a stress test, and I was on that machine, where you have to run.
Yeah. And then while you were running, you twisted your knee?
Well, I think I did some damage to my knee, and unfortunately, or fortunately, I didn't have a heart issue, but I had a knee issue. So I had to go in, and they had to operate on my knee, and if that wasn't enough, then my foot started swelling up, and I found out that I had something, what is it called that I had in my foot? Oh, bursitis. I had bursitis.
Yeah.
Never heard of that before.
You never heard of bursitis? Oh my God! It's people get that shoulders and arms and.
Right. That's where most people get it, but I got it in my foot, and my foot started swelling, and it was kind of throwing off my balance a little bit. And I went to a doctor, and the doctor said, "Well, look, it's only going to get worse, so you might as well have it operated on." That was worse than the knee operation because I've been trying to walk. I had it a month ago, the operation, and it was really incredibly difficult to walk after having my foot,
Well, it was only one foot, right? I mean, the other foot was okay.
My right foot. So, but I still managed to function. I still continued recording and everything, and I didn't let it keep me away from doing most of the things that I really needed to do, except I also do animal protesting, animal rights things, and that's standing on your feet for long periods of time. So I had to really cut back on that a little bit, but I think I'll get back to doing that this week.
Have you made any progress? Because over the years, we always talk about this. You've been protesting the use of horses in Central Park and carriage horses.
It's gotten a little bit better because they're supposed to only operate out of the Central Park, right in the park instead of on the outside of the park with the traffic. But it's still not perfect. It's in a better world, it would be, or a perfect world, it would be without any of these horse and buggies, horse and carriages. It's not romantic. It's truly horrendous for these horses. So, I'd prefer if that whole thing was eliminated. But so far, we've gotten just a little bit further. Not bad, that we've made some progress.
I don't understand why they can't replace the horses with like Chinese coolies with rickshaws.
Oh God!
I mean, that would be a better idea.
They do have people riding like little bicycles and carrying people that way, but that's not as popular, of course, as people getting into these carriages with horses dragging them through the park. But on really cold nights and everything, it's just impossible for these animals to physically get through the day. It's horrible.
What if they were to take like 50 squirrels and tie those? Yeah.
Hey, we protest all kinds of animal abuse, including there's a company that puts out these coats called Canada Goose, and it seems to be a real favorite of a lot of people, which is they have fur collars, and the fur is made from killing coyotes. That's how they get the fur collars, and then the feathers that they put inside, they yank out of geese. So hence the name Canada Goose. So we're protesting that. I'll be doing a few of those. I'm protesting a rodeo that they're trying to bring to New York City at Madison Square Garden. There's a whole lot of things that we're protesting that are logically things that we protest because it shouldn't be happening. In this day and age, you should not be abusing animals if you know better.
My wife wants to ask,
I want to know when you protest, if you're ever afraid of like the police or like reaction, like how do the protests go?
No, the police haven't been too much of a problem. It's been the carriage horse drivers were very abusive to us. And,
Whoa.
Well, it's their livelihood. I mean, you can understand why they'd be a little upset, but yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's taken away their livelihood, but their livelihood is based on something that's detrimental to these poor animals. It's a horrible thing to torture these animals and make them yank people through the streets of New York next to taxis. There are constantly accidents, and these poor horses they then have to be put down. It's a horrible thing. So they disappear. The horses disappear, and then suddenly they
I hate when they put down horses because they're very sensitive, and you insult them, you put them down. They get really sad. They get makes them so depressed. Brian Gari, by the way, before I let you go, I do want to. We got a message. This is just so messed up. I don't know how this is at all possible. Let me preface this by saying that we have folks who tune into the show every week, and they play our trivia quiz with us all the time.
Oh, wow!
I met their son accidentally on the train, not even knowing it was him. He turned out to be the train conductor. He saw me. He recognized me from the show, and he said, "By the way, are you?" And I suddenly learned he was their kid. Now these people, Cynthia and Jeff, are saying that you are in their, which is also my, family tree because they're related to you through marriage.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm related to Cynthia and Jeff?
Yeah, through marriage somehow.
Well, what are their last names?
You can say
I can say Shub.
What is it?
S-C-H-U-B. Shub.
Never heard of them.
Well, Cynthia, Jeff, if you're listening, how are they?
Yeah,
who's he married to, and who are you? Well, we know who you're married to. You're married
more
to.
details, yeah.
So yeah, we need more details. This is because that means that we're related
somehow.
That would make us distant
Happy
cousins.
New Year.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I have a family tree that I've developed over the years, and I kind of stopped after a while because I pretty much figured out who everybody was.
Obviously not. Obviously, there's more to it. There's more fruits, and straight people too.
Maybe somebody had a second family. There's something going on.
Wait. Do you know the Kirsch-Ross family?
No. Ross, did you say?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Well, Kirsch-Ross, the husband, the guy, is Kirsch-Ross.
No, I know the name Ross. I don't say I know the rest.
Okay. Well, how do you know Ross?
I think the girl's name was Ross.
Well, do you know a Norman Ross?
No.
Why would I bother?
This is like a bad 6 degrees of separation.
You have no idea how many times I've been sent emails and things from people who claim that they're related to Eddie Cantor by that, and they really are not, or I've not found that to be true. Sometimes, on rare occasions, somebody does come up to me, and I do realize that they're related to some degree, but very, very far-fetched, if at all.
Well, maybe after the show's over, I'll or over the week, I'll talk to Cynthia and Jeff and figure out if and what and how and figure out. Yeah. Wait, last one. Jeanne Ross. Does that ring a bell?
No.
God. I'm done.
What happened?
That's it. I'm done.
What was that? Your hat fell off.
Or no, not Jeanne. Jane. Do you know a Jane Ross?
Yes. I think that's the girl that I know.
Well, who the hell is Jane Ross? How do you know her?
I don't know how to describe the connection, but some of these are like cousins by marriage or something.
Well, that's exactly what they're saying. It's a cousin by marriage. Yeah. That's so you are apparently related to them via Jane Ross, which is weird because you're somehow related to me. I have no idea how.
Wow.
Well, Dave, in recognizing that, I think that you've got to make a public commitment to get Jeanne's album on Amazon. Don't you think?
Oh, right.
How do you know he doesn't have it already?
Because
he told me so.
Thanks, dear. Thank you, hon. But next time this year, I will have listened several times to Jeanne's album and then let you know how wonderful I think it is.
And David loves to spend the money.
So. I want you to get the CD.
I understand that. You want me to spend the money, which, I'm Jewish. That's tough for me. But I will spend some dough on Amazon.
It's very easy on Amazon. And then you get a nice little package with all the lyrics inside. And you'll be able to really enjoy why I've been working so hard for the past year.
Will you sing it? Will you sing some of it next year?
Can you sing, take us out of the segment? Yeah. Would you sing?
I'll sing some of it right now.
Oh, right.
Go for it.
If you guys promise me you're going to get the CD, I'm going to sing part of it right now.
Shall we? Do we make a pinky swear? We will get Jeanne's album. It's called Jeanne's Album by Brian Gari. It's available on Amazon. And
that's right.
one of the songs on it sounds like this.
Let's see. What song should I do from the album?
I don't know. I don't have an album yet.
What?
He's thinking, David. He's thinking.
Yeah.
He's thinking which represents the album the best.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's all kinds of songs. Let me see. I'm going to go to the piano.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'll probably have to play. Hopefully you're going to be able to play this and also hold the phone.
Well.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Just put it on speaker. You'll be good.
Men can hold the phone and do things one-handed.
I like. Oh, my voice is terrible tonight. I've had a cold for a week.
Oh, sorry.
I like looking at your face. I can't sing tonight. Jeannie, I can't
It's
sing
New
tonight.
Year's. Nobody can sing. Potato wants to hear. We have Potato on the camera now, so he wants to hear a little bit of music. Do you have any instrumentals on the album?
Do we have instrumentals on the album? I don't think we do. Let's see.
I'm striking out any 6 ways to 0 here.
I don't know how I'm going to do this. Is there any way that we can play stuff off of the internet?
Well, no. The problem then is I run into copyright issues and Facebook.
But it's my song.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Have you registered them? Are they ASCAP or are they BMI?
Yeah, they're ASCAP.
Forget it.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
They'll shut him down. They'll shut him
No,
down.
Facebook will literally stop after 15 seconds and stop my stream. So, but anyway, let me, Brian, I want to call some other people and I also want to do more stuff on, but I want to wish you a most happy, successful 2020. May the album fly off the shelf. I'm going to buy one, so that one will fly off the shelf. There's Names Part 1 that's coming out next week or a week or two.
Wow.
I would say by the end of the week it could be out. The shipment is in transit right now. As soon as I get copies, it goes on Amazon immediately.
Well,
That's awesome.
Brian Gari, Gari. Check out his music. Check out his stuff. Brian, thank you for checking us out on this Tuesday night, December 31st, 2019. Most happy, most healthy. I hope your knee and your bursar sacs stop swelling, and that you have good luck with helping the animals. And most happy 2020 to you.
Well, thank you. The same to you and both of you, actually. And
Thank
thank you in advance for getting the album. And I apologize for not being able to sing well on this last day of the year.
No problem. Have a great one, man. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.